Hey there, this is W-teck, and I gotta make this video real quick. I just figured out that I have a little bit of time before I go and hang out with someone, so just gotta go fucking make this video. Um, really pushing it right here. But I'm using the M60 with the silencer, rapid fire. What else we got? We got specialist on. What is this map? This is bootleg. This is a bootleg. We gotta bootleg some people. We gotta get some scamming going on, and gotta kill. Wow, I forgot that the points on Domination actually give you kills for your kill streaks, like Specialist. That's really fucked up. But let's see, what are we going on here? I got Specialist, I'm using Scavenger for sure with this gun. I got Rapid Fire, because this is such a small map, and Assassin, and most likely Blind Fire. I'm not sure if I use blind fire for this, but probably more than not, because scavenger is on my specialist. It's always either scavenger or blind eye anyway, or sleight of hand. But I definitely don't have sleight of hand. Fuck. Okay, get going. Stop talking about this. Let's see. I've been playing a shit ton of Steam games recently. They're like all the free ones, and I'm thinking about making a video for it because when I was like first looking through this Steam games, I had no clue on like how to tell if a game was good. Most of the time the ratings were bad. It didn't really matter. Sometimes you played games and the ratings were bad, but it was actually good. Other times you'd get like one that was really bad, and then lots of people rated it as good. And I don't really see how that works, but I want to make a video where it's like straight up just tells you if the game is good and not. I got another, and then there's also other ideas I have, like I want to explain how to use swag books for some reason. I don't know why. I just want to. It's like I feel like I need to make a video just to be done with it because there's really no point of continuing using swag books in my situation. And another video I want to make. I have a lot of notes for League of Legends. Maybe I'll make a video for that. No, really, like there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to know, but I couldn't find unless I read it on a Wikipedia page. So I want to make a video just like that really quickly just goes through really basic things. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. My ideas aren't the greatest, but I mean I also have like an idea to go through Super Nintendo games. But honestly, that's a really ridiculous idea. How I could never go through that many games and really tell people if they were good or not. I'd have to try every single one. That's ridiculous. How would you even like try to do that? God damn. So I'm basically just at that one spawn point trying to defend it, trying to distract them from not taking B or C because distraction is a key role. It's very strategic in this game because, you know, taking up the attention of other people makes them not do the objective. I do that sometimes in League of Legends and people think I'm trolling, but I'm really just helping, especially like in support role. No more League of Legends. Stop talking about it. Well, you know, my favorite president is Andrew Jackson. You know why? Because he's fucking badass. I remember in like history class, we went through all the presidents. I mean, we were going through we had like one president per week. We were going through like American history, and let's see. And after that, we lost so much time that we had to really speed through things, like all the rest of the presidents. So basically, Andrew Jackson was the last president that we really like spent a week on, and he was so badass. He was seen like most of the controversy behind him, like all the things that he was seen bad for. Really, he wouldn't have done if he was like alive today. It was just like everyone was for. Like people didn't like the fact that he had slaves, but everyone had slaves at the time. Or like, what if it'd be like saying that he supported the death penalty today. It's like, oh, that's really bad, but lots of people do. It's not really it's not really that big of a thing. I feel like maybe in the future people will hate everyone who was for the death penalty, and like everyone today is against all slavery holders before. But it's just it's just a thing that was before. It was. God damn it, I'm rambling so bad, but Slavery, having, being for slavery was just the more, it was like the popular idea. Everyone was for it back then. No one was really against it. The minority was against it. So if to be president, you pretty much have to be for it, whether you are for it or not. And there are a lot of things the presidents do so that they seem more popular. So having a slave would probably, help them to get on the same level, to make himself seem a lot like all the other people that have slaves as well, which was the majority. But Andrew Jackson was cool because he was a total badass. He beat people up with like his cane whenever they threatened him. He was like the first president who was not a founding father, and he had like the first assassination attempts on him because he was very democratic. He basically was he wanted to give he barely wanted to have a government power. I mean, he didn't want the government to have a lot of power. He wanted very minimum government. He didn't want the bank to intervene a lot, but that was a lot of personal opinion. Not very. He wasn't really too strategic about it. He just didn't like. He just thought that the owner of it was very sketchy. But still, he denied the federal bank from existing a little bit. It's not. I didn't term it well, but kind of what happened. And what else? He had a lot of, in his spare time, what he did was like, back then you had all these old pistols, because technology wasn't so advanced. So what would happen a lot of times is people would have old Western style shootouts, against each other, these death matches, where they would, take those steps against each other, and like they're duels pretty much. They're basically just duels, and you just like stand several feet away from each other, and you take your shots. And there were times when he actually like let the person he was dueling take the first shot before him, and he would still make it out of alive. Like one very popular one was against the other president that was also almost elected, and he took the first shot, hit Andrew Jackson in like the shoulder, and then Andrew Jackson like took the next shot and killed him. Like it's so ridiculous. He's just like, yeah, go ahead, go for it. There's a bunch of other times when he was almost assassinated. This is very actually known. One time when he was almost assassinated, the person had 2 guns with him to make sure he killed him, but it was very moist during that day, apparently, according to historians, and both the guns misfired because of it. So he just, the guy got up 2 feet away from him, shot off both guns, they both didn't fire, and he pretty much just stood there like an idiot. And Andrew Jackson takes his cane that he has with him all the time, his hickory old cane, and just beats him to like near death. Like some people actually have to run up to stop him. But honestly, who wouldn't? Like if you were put into a situation where your silent was put in front of you, you'd probably beat him like pretty bad too. Like he almost killed you in real life. That's ridiculous. And yeah, he's such a cool guy. There's a lot of like reform stuff he did, and he had a lot of good ideas. Not really good, but he made a lot of like, he did everything he could to make the country like more democratic. Hello. And hi there. Which is what I'm for. I like I'm not very liberal in like the bad way. I'm just like, less government is always better, in my opinion. In most situations, it's you could argue for it very easily. And he was for it, so that's cool. He was like he was very for it. Of course, that's, yeah. I'm drawing a blank for a second there, because I'm not sure if I was just talking about the president. For some reason I was just thinking about Cthulhu and the pyramids. Like, this is, I know, very off subject, but I thought another good game idea would be to have, like, I have another like game idea, and it would be to have, basically, it's like it's kind of hard to think about, but it's like got time travel to do with it, and basically you can time travel back in time, and so can someone else. And every time you respawn in like a game like this, you're basically you just a little bit further in time, in the past, traveling back to this time. So imagine two people like in the past, like normal present time, going into the future, killing themselves, like killing each other. Like pretend A goes into the future to kill B, and then B goes into the future to kill A, who's killing B, and then A goes like, and then he tells him about it in the present time. So then A kills the next one, and they just keep doing this over and over. I think that would be a really good idea if you can grasp it. It's kind of a little wild. I got it from like a dream, which is a little weird. I've been having a lot of dreams, and here's a sure way to get dreams. It's always worked for me. If you ever like, most of the time when you wake up because, when you wake up, sometimes you're still tired because you were interrupted, and if you go immediately back to sleep, like without a second thought, then you'll definitely dream, you know, for however amount of time you sleep, and you will remember it. So when you wake up and you get interrupted by an alarm clock perhaps, and then you go back to sleep, you know, you'll have a dream, and that's a good way to start one up. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. I've been dreaming a lot. I mean, it's the summertime, so I just go back to sleep when I hear my alarm clock, and it just kind of sparks dreams without me really trying. And there's a lot of random ones. So yeah, this was the M60 game. Domination. Very close match. It was almost a tie. It should have been a tie, but that's the game. I hope you enjoyed the game. As always, go watch another one. Maybe Money in Dank or Infected. Those are a lot better. But yeah, that's the game. See ya.